Hey friends, here are the recordings that are date modified October 2013. There's only 2 of them, but they go on for quite some time. This would be 1 year and 1 month into Gypsy and Nick's online relationship. Still almost 2 full years before the murder. Let's check out the videos and I'll have final thoughts at the end.
Hi, my wonderful King Charming. This is your Queen Blessing, or your Blessing Queen, as you say. Guess what I got? Your letter! I'm actually making a redo video because I know that the first one didn't completely satisfy you. So that's why I'm making a second redo video. So, but not to worry, I love reading your letter all the time, so it'll be exciting to read it on cam for you. Should got me some drink. Okay. Exciting. Okay. It says, "Dear my lovely sweet Gypsy." Aw, that's really sweet. It's nice that you call me that. "Yes, sweetheart, it is your King Charming, Nicholas. Yes, I am doing what your Master Victor said was okay, my freestyle writing. But anyway, sweetie, yes, it is true, I miss you non-stop every second of every day and night. Truth is, I miss you every second of every minute of every day of every night, all the time. That's why I'm always daydreaming about you, because it kind of helps me a little bit. So I'm in a constant state of daydream, which you probably are too. So it's nice to know that you love me as much as I love and adore you." Okay, where was I? "When I call you my blessing queen, it speaks to how I feel to have you. It speaks of what you already are in my eyes, whether you realize it or not. Which sometimes I do realize it because you show it so good and you're always so romantic and you always show that you care and that you love me and you're just really good at showing it. So, even though we are not married yet, dear, but the key word is yet, meaning you will be married to me, destined to marry me in time, darling. I already know that. Which is why oh, wait, hold up. I need to show you the ring, which I will, in a bit. I'll show you that after I finish this. But I know that we're destined to marry each other. Duh! Of course we will. We just have to wait a little bit. And, oh, that's probably the hardest part, is waiting. Waiting. I hope you are able to read my freestyle writing okay, because it may be something new to you, so you may take the time to read it, but if you are the only one to be able to read it, that's another sign of you being my soulmate." Honey. Aww. Well, truth is, your writing, it is new, but it's nothing that I can't read. So I'm able to read it just fine. The only trouble I have is whenever letters get smaller, because then I need to use my glasses. But I can read it just fine here. And I tend to lose my place a lot when I'm reading it. It's not just you. Even like when my friends send me postcards, I tend to lose track of where I'm reading, so it takes me a little bit of time, and sometimes I might pause and read it. Take my time. That's fine. But I'm able to read it just fine, hun. Let's see, where was I? Okay. "I plan on using data sites of this paper for you to read, so you have much practice at getting used to this type of writing. Darling, even then, either way, this letter is to be big, as you know. I am the most detailed one of us, sweetie." That is true. You do like a lot of details, and that's a good thing, because details could be showed, like, I can't figure out the word I'm looking for. transpires. I don't know, it's a certain word that I'm trying to figure out. Basically, it just means that it shows how much you care and how much you put into whatever you do. Such as this letter. So, alright, now I'm reading the, alright, I read the front. Okay, now I'm gonna read the back. Sweetie, I can go, if not, I can go deeper into details. Like I love, like I love to, okay, dot. Says up here, like I love to, dot. Baby, let me start by letting you know that you are everything I look for in my soulmate. Everything from your black hair, to your 2 brown eyes, to your luscious must-be-kissed lips. Aww, it's really sweet. I'll be kissing you all the time too. So, to your body type and shape, to your everlasting picture-perfect smile and giggle. I giggle a lot, and it's kind of funny because even when I'm trying to be quiet on the computer, I tend to giggle and laugh and smile. So every emotion that I'm showing on the computer is how I'm showing in real life too. And that also means when I'm crying, I do cry. When I giggle, I do giggle. So every emotion that I'm showing to you is full on real. But I think that's really wonderful that you adore each part of me and all of me, and like, even my silly, funny laugh you enjoy. So, and I love and adore yours. You have the cutest voice. You're just so adorable. I just want to hug and kiss you all the time. Back to the letter. Let's see, where was I at? Okay. To your body type and shape, to your everlasting picture-perfect smile and giggle and blushing face, to your adorable personality and truly at times matching mind, heart and soul. Baby, just know that no matter what changes your masturbator wants for you to do, make about your body, I'll adore it in all ways possible. You're my soulmate. So, with that said, if he has you keep your boob size or increase it, no matter what, I'll accept it. Just like if I kept my penis size or get it bigger, you would accept it too, baby, as I know I would expect you to. Which, if Master Victor does want me to get an increased size, I will. Truthfully, I want to get an increased size. It's just if I don't, it would probably be that I don't have enough money to. But if I don't, then I'm happy as I am. And I'm very, very grateful that you're happy. And not happy, just that you accept me as I am, because I know that I'm not like a very curvy girl. I've seen 2 of your exes, just from looking on the computer. Like I noticed Jackie is a little bit bigger. I also noticed another girl, Lauren, that she's a bigger girl. And so I'm guessing maybe you go for curvier girls, and I'm maybe the only like skinny one you've ever had. So my shape is a bit thin, and my breasts are not as big as you're probably used to. But luckily I have a good ass. So that's like one thing. But it looks from pictures and stuff like that I'm gonna clip this with this. Okay. But it looks as if my breasts are getting bigger somehow, and I don't know if that's because I'm still maturing. I don't know, but whatever the reason is, I'm happy about it. And I know that they say that whenever a woman becomes pregnant, her breast size grow. So and then shrinks back down. But I don't know. But I guess because I'm gonna be choosing to breastfeed, it might get bigger. Okay, back to the letter. And also about your penis size. I don't think it's small. If you're worried about the whole macho bravado thing. Don't worry about it. It doesn't even enter my brain. You know, you might think it's small compared to other guys, but truthfully, it doesn't matter to me. It's big enough, I think, and I'm going to explain this to you on camera now that I have a chance to. God made us for each other, and I am a bit smaller in size anyway, so even though you're 6 feet tall, and I don't remember how much you weigh, but you were saying that people seem to think that you were younger than you are because of your size or whatever, and people think the same thing about me. So with that said, I'm thinking that maybe God made us to be perfect for each other. So if a girl, like another woman, says you're not big enough, well then you're not her soulmate, you know? Can you get what I'm saying? It's not that you're small, it's not that you're huge, it's your perfect size for me. And because truthfully I don't want a guy that's huge, because that would freak me out. If I wanted that, I'd go with my friend that's like 10.5 inches, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy, that's freaky, I don't want to be with you. Even though he offered sex, but I don't want it with him because I don't love him, nor do I want his. It's too big, you know, there's too big, perfect, small, or too small, and you're in that perfect range for me. So keep it the size you have it, because that's the best for you and me, because we are soulmates, so our bodies are made for each other. So even though my breast size is a little bit smaller, I can always fix that. But as for your size, your penis size, you can keep it that size, because it is perfect as it is, and I love and adore it, and it is the only one I want. So don't think that there's anything wrong with it, because there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, back to the letter. Now that I explained all of that. Or get it bigger. I would expect you to accept. Sorry, missed up on that. I've already read that part. Now, to end it on a romantic note, sweetheart, you are my everything and everything because you are. Please remember, we are forever together in that way. Oh, of course I know we are. And then whenever we have times that we fight, we always make up. And that's kind of special about us, because in our times that we do fight, we seem to get stronger. Which is a good thing, because sometimes fights could break up couples. A lot of the times. So now that you said your last bit, and then you signed it off, yours now and forever, Nicholas. And with an adorable heart man with a cloud. That is so cute. That is so cute. And the reason I make mine a rose, because it's for GypsyRose, but also because a rose is my favorite flower. And it's also a symbol of love. So that's why I always want to give it to you. As I know that this heart and a cloud is. And it is so cute. I love it so much, darling. And thank you so much for this romantic letter. I hope that I answered it, read it, and answered it as you wanted. Truly, this is so romantic, and I hope that you always have that romantic part of you, because you are the most romantic guy I've ever met. I've never met anyone else like you before, and that's why you're such a rare gem to have. You're so truly, I've never met anyone else like you, and even if I did, I wouldn't want anyone else, because you're my soulmate. So, and we seem to have this thing that we see each other whenever we're not really there. Like, I see you sometimes at night, and sometimes it might be an illusion, but sometimes, or not an illusion, a hallucination, and you're not there, but, there are times that we send our soul out to each other so we can comfort each other, and even though we're not physically there next to each other, we are spiritually. So, and that's something so amazing about us. But I always want you to know that I love and adore you with all of my heart and my soul, and I cannot wait to be with you, and can't wait to be your wife and your one and only, which I know I am your one and only right now, but one and only physically. So I can't wait for us to be physically together. 2016, still so long away, but I'm counting down, and I've got a lot of the money. So, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pause the video so I can go get the money to show you in the ring. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'm back. Alrighty. I was talking about the money that we have for our trip. This is your trip. This is your savings, our savings. We have about, I didn't count it, about $390. So we have about $390. 260 is going to go to the bus that you're going to take over here. So your bus ride, your round trip Greyhound bus is covered. Now I'm saving for the hotel because I'm hoping to keep you in town for maybe about 4 or 5 days. So I need to have in the hotel, I'm not completely sure how much that's going to cost, but probably around anywhere from $40 to $60. So I'm trying to save as much as I can. Now I did take out $94 for this little beauty. Now I don't think you can see it as well as I'd like you to, but okay. This, of course, is the all-important engagement ring. So, that I got kept in a very safe place. And, I'm hoping to, I had like about $406 before I, took out the money for the ring. But, now I'm going to build that money back. So, we have the joint savings. So it's not all my money, it's not all your money, it's our money as a unit, because we'll use it for different things. Like we'll use it for your trips here, we'll use it for the wedding, we'll use it for different necessities that we'll need. So that's why I have it. It's a good thing too. And this is the receipt for the ring. It was originally $88, but with tax, tax turned out to be like $669, and then ended up being, the total price ended up being $94.69, and I paid cash, $100 cash. And then they gave me $5.31 back. So, this is the receipt. I bought it from Walmart. One item. There you go. There you see. So I saved that with the ring. So I'm very excited. So the plan is to just slip the ring in on your first trip here is slip the ring in your pocket. That way whenever you go back home to Wisconsin, you can take it with you, and then whenever the perfect time is, you can bring it back here, and you can do the whole romantic proposal thing. But that's completely up to you. I'm not forcing you in any way. The reason I got the ring is to make sure that I had the money now, so, and I wanted us to make like a little checklist, say, okay, ring, check. you don't have to stress out about it. I don't want to put any pressure on you. The final decision is always your choice. I just gave you the necessities for it. So, I guess that kind of shows how serious I am about you, because I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't completely 100% in love with you and adore you like I do, and completely believe that I want you to be with me forever and I want to marry you, and which I do. And like you said in your letter, we're destined to marry each other. So we need a ring to do that. So check. But yes, I hope you like it as much as I do, because I adore it. And I can't wait for whenever you put it on me. So I will end it now, like you said, on a romantic note by saying this. I love and adore you, my amazing King Charming, and I'm sending you all my love, all my kisses, all my hugs, and I hope that it embraces you and it makes you feel loved and adored, as you are. Good night, my love, my adorable sweetie pie. Oh, and I thought of a new name for you. Kissy Bear. So I'm gonna start calling you Kissy Bear. Good night, Kissy Bear. I can't stop giggling about it.
Hey, sweetheart. You know your masturbator was going to make sure I did my video for you. You know how he is when it comes to videos or getting people to get things done. He won't stop until, the thing's finished. Anyways, yes, I am making you this, what do you call it, anniversary. And we've been on for, let's see here, honey. It'd be 1 year, honey? Well, it seems that, we've been around for 1 full year. Not many couples can say that when they're over 1,000 miles away. I guess I would say we are just about around 1,000 miles away, honey. And, yet, yeah. It's been an interesting road for both of us. We've had our rough times as any normal couple's supposed to, but the only difference with us that makes our bond and our relationship so much more unique is because our hard times only bring us together. Don't matter if it's us fighting or one of us is experiencing something tragic in their life, or maybe we both are, honey. Either way, it's the same result. Either way, we both have always only gotten stronger together as our bond just grows even stronger through hard times. Obviously, it does get stronger through the more easier times, but the hard times, the reason why that counts more is because it shows what we are made of as a couple then. And if we continue to always fight for each other every single day, no matter what happens, there's nothing that's going to get through our bond and try to break us up. There's nothing that's going to get between us, honey. We both know that. You know that from the way I told you I was with my exes and all that, I was really the only one that was always fighting for them. They weren't really fighting for me. Yeah, you had a girl that was confused within her own self. Who the hell she even is. She doesn't even realize her own identity, obviously. Otherwise, she'd realize that she's not right for me. Yes, I'm talking about that J word. I'm not going to say her name because I hate saying her name. I hate bringing her name up. You already know who I'm talking about because you've met her already. But yes, honey. A bad influence on me keeps on fighting for me is not good. But you're a truly good and truly bad at the same time influence. Bad because it's a good kind of bad, you know what I mean, sexualized. But good because, well, you just make me feel like who I am now is more fulfilled in of myself than I've ever felt of myself. You've made me feel that way, darling. Just think of a lot to say, honey. This weekend's been freaking long for me. My cousin's over, or my spiritual brother, when he's over, every night's a long night. So, don't mind if I'm not yawning at the moment, darling. I had to make sure I did it because I know your master victor would yell at me if I didn't get this video done. um, yeah, sweetheart. I want to find that. Where is it? Oh, that's right, that's right. I wanted to show you. Put more meaning into this video than original. Does that look familiar, dear? Yeah. I know you will always take my word for it when I say things. I know you always will. Because you know that when I say something, I'm always telling the truth. So, have come into trusting my word no matter what I say. Which is right. It's right for that to be that way, dear. Because if you have come to the point to where you exactly accept what I say because you know it's what the truth is, then there's nothing to really worry about when it comes towards trust. You may have built a foundation on trust that is impossible to explain. I mean, I know that you're never gonna go behind my back and whatever else not. I mean, I'll be honest with you on this video, as my anniversary video, as I've always been on my other videos. I've always been honest with you, and I'll be honest, like, this ring here, it reminds me of me being with you more so than you're already on my mind. What happens is, let's say if I go to the library, for example, there. I see someone who's attractive to me. I might look, but I'm not going to touch. That's just natural nature of a guy, is that they'll look. They'll look. But after I look for maybe a few seconds, maybe the most might be 10 seconds, maybe, I'll look at my ring and be like, nah. And then I'll just walk by the person, maybe not even bother talking to him. Like I said, honey, you have the most loyal man you could ever ask for. So you don't ever have to worry about me cheating on you behind your back or anything like that. Obviously I'm not going to do it because even though I see people all the time around me that I'm attracted to, I've always been a man of being able to control myself. I've always been able to, when I'm with someone, I'm going to always be the faithful one. I'm always going to be the one that's you don't want to take for granted, because if you do and you lose me, it's just not a thing that you do want after, in the long run, as you know who, the J word, she'll learn the hard way. You, I don't have to worry about learning the hard way because I know you won't do it. You're not that way. You're the ideal woman I was hoping to meet. So, with that said, sweetheart, how come, one second here, dear. How far we have come this whole year has really been of how we've shaped our own relationship. I mean, we've built our trust through the hardships that we've had. You've shown plenty of emotion in all your videos. Plenty. To where I know you are exactly as you say. I know that Dimona for a while was up to some bad decisions, I'll just call it, from what she confessed to their master Victor in past videos. But she's gotten to the point where she's tamed, just like you are, where she won't lie anymore. Or she won't have ideas that would not be a good idea to do without, obviously, her master's permission. She won't do that type of stuff anymore. She used to, as we both know, as us, your master, she knows, but she won't do it anymore, which is a good thing, because it has a lot less stress on us. But yeah, sweetie, I could keep going on and on and on about this video if I wanted to. I wish they would have a size, uh, uh, a non-existing size limit of how I could give you this video. Because if I really could have it my way, I would give you a full day of a video. If I could have my way. But obviously they have a size limit on how long the video can be based on the size of the video. So with that said, sweetie, obviously I have to stop this video sooner or later. Right now it's almost 10 minutes. So yeah, it's almost 10 minutes. No, it is 10 minutes. Sweetheart, I'm just like a little tired from a long weekend. But that don't mean I'm not always thinking of you, baby. I'm always thinking of you. I'm always going to have you on my mind. You probably even admit yourself. You have moments to where you see a guy you might think is cute. You're like, no, 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 I can't do that. It's not right. And you just let him go by. You probably have tons of those situations too. So I know we're both not alone on that spot. I mean, heck, if someone obviously thinks I'm cute or something, and I'm attracted to them, I'll be honest, honey. The most I'll ever do is maybe smile at them after they smiled at me. But I'm not going to conversate with them. That's as far as your king will ever go. Because I'm too loyal to ever touch. But yeah, dear. Even though you already knew that about your king charming, I've always been that way, baby. I've always been way... At times I feel like I'm like too loyal for my own good. But then again, that's just me adoring you, honey. Yeah, I felt like making this video long enough and worthwhile watching as much as I could, dear. So that's why I am still keep on going. It's almost 12 minutes. Not to mention I miss giving you videos too, sweetie. Well, after thinking it a little bit just earlier, honey, with that pause of silence, I might as well, you know, stop this video. But before I stop it, I'm gonna draw something right on paper right now. I'm gonna draw something, oh yeah, you know, the Kid Rock, or, yeah, Kid Rock, the artist Kid Rock, it's freaking, one of his official concert actual, shirts. I'm gonna draw something on here, and I'm gonna show you it on cam before I let go. You know, before I stop the video, baby. And you ask me, why do I do this? Because it's my way of communicating to you in the way I want to. And yes, I'm watching my game version of basketball. If you hear that sound in the background. Now I just need a. There we go. Now what am I gonna draw for my honey bunny? Let's find out, baby. Something that I feel like I would show you before I stop. So we'll draw a. Remember my soulmate sign, honey? My one sign that reminded you that you can't deny it. It's the full pure truth, but nothing but the truth. You know, it's your soulmate, based on the sign, the symbol telling you so. And if you want a better view, you can always do it that way. There you go, baby. I figured I would give you that symbol to remind you that this video you just watched was without a doubt oh, I'm looking at the corner of the screen. It's kind of cool you get to see my dream catcher. But yeah, honey. Like you can tell, I'm not fully in it right now, honey. It's almost 16 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna end it right here, baby. But at least I got to share something with you. The freaking soulmate picture. Soulmate symbol. So if I ever, let's say if you didn't do your normal symbol and you wanted to still communicate with me, but in a secretive way, I'm gonna just say this before I stop the video, baby. If you wanted to communicate with me without using your normal rose as your normal symbol, the soulmate symbol is possible for. That's the most probably sacred way to communicate between each other. So say you send me a freaking a letter, but you're not able to use your heart because maybe, or not your heart, your rose. Like I said, honey, I'm not 100% there. I'm so dang tired. Yeah, you're not able to use your rose. Right away, that is when you can use that soulmate symbol. And right away, I'll think of you as who's sent the video. Or sent the... If you want to do the same thing I did, honey, it's up to you. But, yeah, if you send a letter and you give that actual symbol, I'll instantly think of you. When I see a heart, and then I see a freaking cloud around it. Yeah. Alright, baby. Before I confuse myself anymore, I'm gonna stop the video now, baby. I love and adore you, my lovely, dear darling, blessing queen soulmate. And good night, my love. And always think of me, honey. And by the way, before I end it, happy anniversary, sweetheart.
So starting off with Gypsy, we have another redo video because Nick didn't find the first one satisfactory and Jip is all out of breath. It's kind of funny that Nick says in the letter, "You were destined to marry me in time." And Jip immediately gets excited to show a new ring she bought to wear to pretend she is married to him. There's not a lot to dissect in most of this, just Jip gushing over Nick, struggling to read his freestyle writing. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's where he does a combo of print and cursive and sometimes changes the sizes of the letters. I can't help but wonder if this video was actually recorded before the one we saw last month, because we've already seen her do an apology video for contacting Jackie's husband, and here she's mentioning Jackie and Lauren as if it's a new thing for her to speak of them. I don't know, I might be reaching here. What do y'all think? And I forgot that Jip kind of taunts him in this video about her quote unquote friend being 10 and a half inches and how he shouldn't worry for not being that big. That's way too big. I've always assumed she was talking about Dan, but who knows? It could be Richard Keene, the old man she met in Springfield when, according to her, she was real age 18. She talks about them sending their souls out to spend time with each other from a distance. Maybe just general talk, but I do wonder sometimes if they got into reading the actual twin flame cult stuff that was going on at the time, or if they just read a lot of cliche memes on Facebook. It's probably more likely. It's wild that Gypsy has managed to save up that much cash, is what she shows in here already. It's like $300 or $400, and minus the 94 that she spent for the ring. And I wonder if she was just slipping it from Dee Dee, or at times I wonder if some might have come from selling Dee Dee's pain pills. I didn't really think she was selling them. I believe she used them to freely give to Dan to get him to pay attention to her. It's more likely. But I still wonder how she managed to get just that much cash. Or did maybe Dee Dee actually give her an allowance? I don't know. What do y'all think? Anyway, watching this, it's hilarious thinking back to the interviews that Christy did back in the day, Christy Blanchard, talking about how Gypsy didn't understand anything about money at all. It's very obvious from these videos. She gets money really well. And that was also clear when I read her prison emails. She would talk to Rod about how she could give them $20,000 over a 2-year period in $9,999 increments to avoid taxes. It would always seem weird to me that she made such a big deal about showing him the receipt for this ring when she's usually bragging about stealing, and got really into going over every detail of the receipt. I can't figure out what her motivation was there. Who knows? Maybe it was just to make the video longer, but it just feels significant to me for some reason. I don't know. Am I right or am I reaching there, friends? And it's wild also that she said she intended to slip the ring in his pocket on his first trip there to take back to Wisconsin, so that when the time is right, he can bring it back to Springfield and do a romantic proposal. I wonder if they actually did that. When she says it's up to you and I'm not forcing anything in any way, talking about marriage, it reminds me of every time she's talked about marriage with Keen on their Lifetime show and in interviews, when she'll say stuff like, "I don't know what we're going to do about a marriage," waiting for Ken to jump in, and also stuff like, "I don't want him to be here with me just for the baby," crying and sobbing, you know? Then we get to Nick. This is kind of an odd one. He starts off saying that Victor made him make this video and almost tries to act like he can't remember what their anniversary is at first without some deep thought. And he's like, "Oh, a year." Then he says it's been an interesting road and they've had their rough times, blah, blah, blah. I get the feeling a lot in this one that Nick might be looking at notes, even though his eyes move to a lot of different directions. There's one particular place where he fixes his gaze to our left, and he seems to be following some lines when he does that to get his train of thought before he can look away. It's weird to me. Nick brings up Jackie here too, and he says the J name and says Gyps met her already. I assume he must be online, but it just hit me as odd. Nick seems to be putting himself to sleep some with this video, or maybe he's just tired. He goes on about his word being truth, and she needs to trust everything he says without question, and shows a ring he's wearing and says the ring reminds him of her all the time. It looks different from the white ring that she sent him that he showed in a previous video. This one looks like it's silver, almost like it has like a buckle or something on the front. And Nick talks about how he looks at women still, but he sees the ring and thinks, nah, and doesn't even talk to them. So she never has to worry about him cheating, even though he sees people around him all the time that he's attracted to. Now, I got to say, I've read his Sext with his exes, and not Allie, another one. And he justifies the emotional cheating by telling himself that they have a bond that they can't help and they need to respect it or whatever. Now, at 29 minutes and 57 seconds of the total video, I realized I can hear a sports game in the background. And now I wonder if that's one of the things that Nick's looking at intently when he loses his train of thought. Is he watching a game while he records his anniversary video? And it was interesting. Also, he says Damona for a while was up to some bad decisions that she confessed to Victor, but now she's tame and won't lie anymore and won't have ideas that would not be good idea to do without his permission. He starts sounding kind of heated and raises his voice a little, and I wonder what he's talking about. Maybe messaging Jackie's husband like she did, or no telling what. She's already sent several apology videos by this point, no telling how many more on the phone, email, Facebook, Skype, whatever. Nick keeps coming back to finding other people attractive a lot for an anniversary video. He'll get off at another train of thought and then come back to finding other people attractive again. He says that he's sure Gypsy experiences it too. I can't imagine what Gyp was thinking listening to this. Well, we know what she thought, actually. She bought him a bus ticket and gave him a knife. 2 bus tickets. Nick seems to get so bored with his own video, even as he says he misses doing videos for her and appears to maybe watch the game some more. I never imagined that Nick was a Kid Rock fan, but at one point he mentions he has a Kid Rock tour t-shirt. And then towards the end, he admits that he's watching a game. He realizes that it's probably coming through in the recording. He draws her a soulmate symbol, which is a heart with a puffy border, and says she can send it anytime and he'll think of her. I wonder if this is his dark magic she's described at times. And also all the heart symbols kind of reminded me of the heart and soul one that she did for Ryan Anderson. Well, anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments, friends. We'll go out with a palate cleanser as always. Hope y'all are having a good day.